42 days after the bombing of Bengaluru's Rameshwaram Cafe, the man who planted the bomb has finally been arrested. It's a testament to just how difficult it is to track wanted persons down in this vast country of ours, that in a terror attack on one of India's most important cities, it still took 6 weeks to hunt down Mussavir Hussain Shazib, who had only been known thus far from fuzzy CCTV images on the day of the bombing on the 1st of March, and then in pictures released subsequently by the NIA. He and his accomplice, Abdul Matheen Taha, were both arrested today, not from Karnataka, not from Tamil Nadu, not even from Andhra Pradesh, but from West Bengal. It was a joint operation by the NIA and the Kolkata police that finally ended the evasion of these two terrorists believed to be part of an Indian ISIS cell. The investigation will continue now as the agencies do their work. But this episode has shown that terror is not the only cancer viewer that plagues our security, and that it is the politics over terror that actually makes it far, far worse. I want to call your attention now, viewer, to something I posted on the 24th of March, just a few days ago, on my social media. This was that post. This was 24 days after the ISIS attack on the Rameshwaram Cafe, and just 2 days after a horrifying ISIS attack on a music hall in Moscow that had left several dead. You remember those horrifying images. It was a simple post where, as you can see, I was merely acknowledging threat perceptions in India and the pattern of ISIS attempts to spill blood in this country. I said a Moscow-style attack was almost definitely on the cards and that it was likely in the planning stages. A totally normal assessment at a time when terror alarm bells are ringing through the system. Well, as a national security journalist, which you know I am, there was nothing out of the ordinary in what I had written. And yet, for the next 3 days, I was subjected to an online mass attack at the hands of the Congress Party's social media cells in Karnataka and Kerala specifically. Why? Because they somehow felt that my tweet was an act of scaremongering in order to subvert the public mood before the 2024 election. Well, being abused and heckled is part and parcel of being a journalist in today's hyper-hostile social media atmosphere. So there's nothing surprising about that. But the Congress Party had a real bone to pick, apparently, because I hear members of the party even sent an official complaint to the Election Commission, which then contacted the Home Ministry. They were, of course, told that India's anti-terror machinery is always on high alert, and there was nothing off the mark in what this particular journalist, that is me, had written. But the Congress social media armies continued their abuse. A few days later, a handful of local news agencies in Karnataka, we also picked that up, flashed the news that a BJP man named Sai Prasad had been arrested in the Rameshwaram Cafe blast case. The response from the Congress Party was almost instantaneous. From top to bottom, including the social media armies, they pounced on the story and on me, calling this the smoking gun, irrefutable proof that the terror attack on the Rameshwaram Cafe was staged by the BJP. When the NIA indicated in a press release that the detention of this Sai Prasad was as a witness and not as an accused, these same armies, these political armies, shifted their goalposts once again, asking why the real suspects hadn't been arrested yet and what was taking so long. Incredibly, with the arrest finally of the two accused persons today, the same Congress Party armies that had jumped around in delight over news articles falsely reporting the arrest of a BJP man in the case are today deafeningly silent, and I cannot understand why. Why the silence over the arrest of terrorists at a time when you've been loud and very vocal about pretty much every other aspect of the case that was politically suitable to you? High-profile Congress spokespersons in Karnataka and Kerala who had mobilized storms of abuse against me and others for totally non-political posts haven't even acknowledged today's arrests. Forget about commenting on them. It is this sickening, cynical, soulless, careless treatment of terror cases that continues to hold India back from being totally terrorist-proof, viewer. It's the reason why the difficult work of our anti-terror agencies is exponentially more difficult. All parties have been guilty at one point or another of politicizing terror, but now it has become truly sickening, and it plays out in real time thanks to social media. But let's make damn sure we understand the difference between questioning the government politically, which it is the opposition's job to do, and stirring the pot for political points on an issue as sensitive as terror. Because make no mistake, the only ones who gain from this kind of tutu meme and silly, cynical finger-pointing are the terrorists and the terror groups themselves. Even today, with the arrest of the two suspects in Bengal, a tellingly defensive Trinamool Congress government, almost as a reflex, said that the terrorists had been nabbed in an area of Bengal where a BJP man was the MP. It would later emerge that the arrest was the smart, professional joint work by the NIA and the Bengal police. That's right, the Bengal police and the NIA worked together professionally and executed these arrests. And it must be said that these are the agencies that must be saluted. The men and women of these agencies who must do their work, show results and acquit themselves amidst this droning, bloodless political crossfire. It is they who must be commended today. This is today's report.
Bengaluru's Rameshwaram Cafe shaken by an explosion. The IED blast left 10 injured. The main suspect captured on CCTV. Walking towards the cafe with a bag in full-sleeve shirt, a cap and eyeglasses. Seen in different clothes, multiple appearances on surveillance cameras post the blast. In a major breakthrough, after about a month and a half, the NIA and the West Bengal police have arrested the two key suspects. In Purba Medinipur,
State Police एंड सेंट्रल इन्वेस्टिगेशन एजेंसीज का एक जॉइंट ऑपरेशन में इंफॉर्मेशन मिलने के 2 घंटे के अंदर हम लोग जो बेंगलुरु रामेश्वरम कैफे ब्लास्ट है उसके 2 जो सस्पेक्ट थे उनको डिटेन कर पाए.
The alleged bomber Mussavir Hussain Shazib and mastermind Abdul Matheen Taha captured from their hideout where they have been living under false identities. In his statement, the NIA acknowledged what it called energetic coordinated action involving its sleuths and those from the state police of West Bengal, Telangana and Kerala. The two suspects already wanted in a 2020 terrorism case. According to central agencies, Abdul Matheen Taha, who plotted the Bengaluru Cafe bombing, was involved with the Bengaluru Module of ISIS called Hind. According to investigators, the alleged bombers received constant instructions from their foreign handler. Both the bomber took different escape routes. The man who placed the bomb reached the West Bengal hideout via Andhra, while the mastermind took the Tamil Nadu route. Investigators hope to unravel a bigger terror module with these arrests. With Arvind Ojha, Bureau Report, India Today.
India Today's Anirban Roy was at the Kolkata hotel where the accused had hid using fake identities, Mussavir and Abdul. Take a look at this exclusive report from the ground where the two terrorists were apprehended today.
This is the register where they have checked in another name, in another identity, and they have checked in on 13th of March, and in the month of March they have stayed here. They were missing and they were absconding since the blast has happened in Bengaluru Rameshwaram Cafe, and after that they were in Kolkata in 13th of March. They have checked in the Hotel Paradise. Let me show you the Hotel Paradise, which is in the heart of the Kolkata city. As we all know that Lenin, Sharoni and Dharamtalla's planet, which is in the heart of the city of joy, and they have stayed in the central of Kolkata in this hotel by hiding their identities. And we will show you the room where both of them were stayed, and we can show you the room number 8. Those who are involved in the blast in Rameshwaram Cafe were stayed here, and after that they left for Digha, and after the joint operation of NIA and West Bengal police, they were being captured and they were being arrested. I will ask camera person Pravir Viswas to show that they have given those Aadhaar cards, which one is written Yusha Sahanwaj Patel and another is written Anmol Kulkarni. Both are absconding after the blast, and after that we can see it, that this Aadhaar card, both are hidden their identity, as we all know, Taha, but they have hidden their identity, and we can see both of them were registered their name in this Hotel Paradise of Kolkata, and they have hidden, the identity was hidden, and after that they stayed in this hotel, and in the month of March they have stayed here. And we can see, we have already learned from NIA as well as West Bengal police sources that they have hide their identity in several places, and right now we can see that one of the Aadhaar card which is made here and in different identities, and they have checked in this hotel, and they have stayed here, and also we don't know that what conspiracies they have done, but they have stayed here for a long time, and after that they were being arrested by NIA as well as by West Bengal police today.
The reporters who've been bringing you every aspect of this story since the cafe blast on March the 1st. Joining me live, Arvind Ojha, our crime bureau chief, who's been tracking the ISIS cell. He broke the news this morning about the arrest, and he's also mapped out in detail, and I'm going to show you that in just a moment, all the places that these two terrorists actually went to before being caught in Kolkata. Anirban Roy is in Kolkata. You just saw his exclusive report from the hideout, where both Mussavir and Abdul were finally detained by the Kolkata police and the NIA. And Anaga Keshav is in Bengaluru. That is where the blast happened 42 days ago at the Rameshwaram Cafe. Thanks all of you for joining me. Arvind, आपके पास मैं पहले आता हूँ. ये जो ऑपरेशन था, ये कैसे फाइनली हुआ था? क्योंकि 40 दिन पहले ये हमला हुआ था रामेश्वरम कैफे में, अरविंद. उसके बाद जैसे आपने रिपोर्ट किया था, ये दो लोग आंध्रा में थे, चेन्नई में थे, उसके पहले शायद टुमकुर में थे, भटकल भी गए थे, और पता नहीं हाउ मेनी मोर प्लेसेस वो गए थे, और फाइनली वो कोलकाता में पकड़े गए. ये कैसे हुआ अरविंद?
नहीं, देखिए, सबसे पहले इन्होंने जो पूरा प्लानिंग किया था, वो प्लानिंग किया था चेन्नई में. चेन्नई के बाद फिर ये ब्लास्ट इन्होंने बेंगलुरु में किया. बेंगलुरु के अलग अलग प्लेस पर ये भागते रहे, आंध्रा गए, उसके बाद वेस्ट बंगाल गए. जो इंडिया टुडे को सोर्सेस ने बताया है कि ये फॉरेन हैंडलर के लगातार कांटेक्ट में थे, वही इंस्ट्रक्शन दे रहा था, और उसी के बिहाफ पर इन्होंने ब्लास्ट किया, और फिर वही डायरेक्शन दे रहा था कि इन लोगों को किन किन स्टेट में जाना है. इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि ये फेक हिंदू आइडेंटिटी के नाम से लगातार छिप रहे थे. अभी भी वेस्ट बंगाल में ये जिस होटल से हमने रिपोर्ट किया, वहां पर फेक हिंदू आइडेंटिटी आधार कार्ड, और उसके जरिए ये वहां पर छुप रहे थे, और ये भी इनके मोडस ऑपरेंडी का हिस्सा था. जो आपने जो बुलेटिन की शुरुआत में जो बात कही कि जो सबसे पहले पॉलिटिकल पार्टी ने बीजेपी और आरएसएस के एक लीडर का नाम लिया, वो भी एक मोडस ऑपरेंडी का इन टेरर मॉड्यूल के हिस्सा होता है कि मोबाइल किसी और शख्स से खरीदना है, ताकि अगर इन्वेस्टिगेटिव एजेंसीज वो अगर इन्वेस्टिगेशन करे तो सबसे पहले उस शख्स पर जाए. तो वो विटनेस जिसे ब्लास्ट का अक्यूज्ड कुछ पॉलिटिकल पार्टी बता रही थी, वो मोबाइल भी खरीदना एक मोडस ऑपरेंडी का पार्ट होता है, नंबर 1. नंबर 2, फेक हिंदू आइडेंटिटी यूज करना, ये भी एक मोडस ऑपरेंडी का पार्ट होता है. आपको याद होगा बाटा हाउस इनकाउंटर के दौरान इंडियन मुजाहिदीन के जो टेररिस्ट पकड़े गए थे, उनके पास से भी फेक हिंदू आइडेंटिटी कार्ड रिकवर हुआ था. तो ये सब पहले से इन टेरर मॉड्यूल की प्लानिंग होती है. आईबी सेंट्रल एजेंसीज, उसके अलावा केरला पुलिस, तमिलनाडु पुलिस, बेंगलुरु पुलिस और तेलंगाना पुलिस, इन सभी ने इस ऑपरेशन में काम किया, पार्टिसिपेट किया, और जब लोकेशन वेस्ट बंगाल में मिली तब उनको टिप ऑफ दिया गया, जो अमूमन स्टेट पुलिस का काम भी होता है.
अरविंद हमारे साथ बने रहिए, अरविंद हमारे साथ बने रहिए. Apologize for interrupting you. Arvind Bellad is a BJP MLA from Karnataka who's joining me live right now on the show. Mr. Bellad, welcome. The reason I've brought Mr. Bellad onto the show is because the BJP has accused the Congress government in Karnataka of being responsible for ease of doing terror. You've accused the Congress, sir, of ease of doing terror. Can you explain that? Why have you said that, sir, today?
Yeah, right. The Congress government in Karnataka and in the country whole is very, very sympathetic. वो बहुत sympathetic है ये terrorist के towards and this anti-national forces के towards. So even when this kind of blasts, this kind of incidents have happened earlier, they have taken a very lenient view. हमारा पहले गवर्नमेंट काफी सारे एंटी-नेशनल फोर्सेस को अरेस्ट किए थे.
Sir, you can speak in English, no problem, sir.
इनको जैसे ये लोग पावर में आए इनको रिलीज किए कोर्ट से. कोर्ट में जाके सब पीएफआई एक्टिविस्ट को रिलीज किए. So this kind of activities actually gives lot of strength and confidence to these kind of anti-national forces to carry out these kind of activities. And see, from Karnataka, where they have gone to West Bengal, which is it's a new Kashmir. It is the West Bengal is the new Kashmir. It's a new hub of all the terrorists and all the anti-national forces. So this shows that these kind of people, they get confidence from places, governments where the governments have a very lenient view towards these anti-national forces.
But Mr. Bellad, you're making a very grave charge, sir. Bengal is also part of India, but you're saying Bengal is another Kashmir. But the point is, the Trinamool Congress is accusing the BJP of politicizing it. This entire issue by saying, "Wo Bengal mein jaake they hid there. Why are they hiding there?" Is the BJP also guilty of politicizing this issue then?
No. Why they should ask themselves? Why should terrorists feel comfortable going and hiding in West Bengal? Because they get a feeling that the government there is very lenient and they will be saved.
But these two terrorists are from Karnataka only, sir. But these two terrorists are from Shivamogga apparently.
No, that's what I'm telling. The state, our state is has an extremely soft and lenient view towards these kind of incidents carried out by minorities. So that gives them the confidence to do this kind of activities. And
but sir, if
the investigation starts, then they go and hide in West Bengal.
But sir, isn't there a contradiction there, sir? If the Karnataka government is soft on terrorists, then why did they need to go and hide in Bengal? They could have hid in Karnataka only.
No, when the activities, the police the activities here became very, very strong, because this incident became a very national important issue of national importance. So that's why from here they have run away to West Bengal.
No, but one thing you're saying, I agree with Mr. Bellad, which is that from the beginning, the Congress party in Karnataka has been pointing fingers at the BJP. The day of the blast, they had tried to connect the BJP to the attack. Then few days later, when some false news reports came, even we had reported that, saying that some BJP man has been arrested. They saw that as a conclusive proof of a BJP hand in this entire attack. That seems to be the default position of the Congress, that this Rameshwaram Cafe blast is a BJP project.
So they try and take every opportunity to appease Muslims, every opportunity to appease minorities. This is the problem with the fundamental problem with Congress in our state and in country. So when a terrorist is a terrorist, so instead of taking action based on that, they try to politicize these things and divert the attention of the people and the state. So now the truth has come. This, at least now, I think they should take a firm view on these kind of anti-national forces and take re-arrest back all those PFI activists who were released from our jails.
But sir, ultimately the arrest of these two terrorists in Bengal happened as a joint operation of the NIA and the Kolkata police, showing that cooperation by the agencies happens even though the political parties fight. The agencies are cooperating well.
I'm not aware of that. In case if West Bengal government, because earlier, like when there was when they had gone to arrest MLA just because he was a Muslim MLA, and the whole state machinery was against ED. This is the kind of approach they have towards people who are involved in anti-national and amassing the wealth in an illegal way, etc. But I'm glad at least in this case, West Bengal government has got some sense and cooperated with NIA.
Okay, Mr. Bellar, Arvind Bellar, thank you very much for speaking to India Today, taking our questions on this. The politics over the arrest of these two terrorists, continues to simmer, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a moment. But I want to put a map on your screen now, viewer, to show you where all these terrorists actually went before and after the attack. Let's just put that India map on. They took a bus from Bengaluru. March the 1st is when the attack happened. They took a bus from Bengaluru. From there, they went to Tumkuru, which is very close to the Karnataka capital of Bengaluru. This was all by bus. They reached Nellore from there. From Tumkuru, they went to Nellore across the border in Andhra Pradesh. They stayed in Nellore for a few days, apparently. After that, they reached Kolkata from Andhra via Odisha. Initially, there were reports that perhaps these men also had gone to Bhatkal. The mastermind took a separate route, traveled via Tamil Nadu to Kolkata finally. So they were staying towards the east coast. But it is possible that they also made a stop in Bhatkal on the west coast near Mangalore, and then they made their way to Kolkata. The bomber and the mastermind finally converged in Kolkata after taking two separate routes, and that is where they were finally arrested today. I want to go to our reporters once again. Anirban Roy is in Kolkata. I want to go to him. He's the one who sent us that ground report from the hideout where they were finally picked up. Anirban, tell us what's happening right now. We saw those dramatic images of the two terrorists with their heads covered being, probably taken by the NIA men to a court. Where are they now? What's happening?
Well, the court is listening to the procedure from the NIA as well. Right now, I am standing just outside the Paradise Hotel, where they have taken the hideout here on 13th of March. You can see just right behind me that the Paradise Hotel, and where they have checked in. You will amazed to know that they were named as Taha and Shazib, and they have hidden their identity. And also, they have hidden their identity with the fake Aadhaar cards where it was written Shahjahan Patel and Anmol Kulkarni. And it will, and you will also amazed to know that the address they have put in was one from Palghar and another is from Karnataka, as well as they have wrote on the register during the checking time that they have came all the way from Darjeeling, which is one of the hot spot and the holiday spot of West Bengal, as well as they have written in their next destination that they are going to Chennai after that. And what we have learned from the hotel workers and those service providers, that they were inside the hotel after check-in. They have not get out, and they have not have any type of entertainment or anything else. They were inside the hotel, and they were not being suspicious during the check-in time, but during the checkout time they have been suspicious, and the people over here, the workers of the hotel, found them suspicious. But right now, it is the question that what type of conspiracy does they have planned, and where are they in Bengal? As we all know that they have been arrested from Digha, but right now they have found that in 13th of March they were in Kolkata, and after that where they have gone to and what are the conspiracies they have done. This is the main questions right now, Shiv.
Anirban, in just a moment. Anaga Keshav is also live with me from Bengaluru. She's been tracking the reporting. She's been tracking the case from there as well. Anaga, big breakthrough. 42 days it has taken. The NIA had to take over the case, and it has finally led to the arrest of these two men. But the fact remains that both Mussavir and Abdul belong to Karnataka. They are suspected to be, Anaga, part of an ISIS cell in Shivamoga, in Karnataka. What is the Karnataka police saying about this breakthrough?
You know, Shiv, interestingly, this link between the two accused being notorious for their past involvement in, Shivamogga ISIS cell was established right when the blast happened, just few days into it, when the case was still in the hands of Karnataka police. They had tracked down to Tirthahalli, they had met the accused parents, and that was when they had established that these two accused did have their hands in the Shivamogga ISIS cell as well. So this morning, Shiv, when we had a word with Home Minister Parameshwar, he also confirmed that the accused will be brought in to Bangalore after a certain transit permit that has to be obtained. After all the necessary permission is obtained, they will be transferred to Bangalore, after which the investigation will take its further course of action. But the fact that, what's more unfortunate is that the father of Abdul Taha, Shiv, is an ex-serviceman, who unfortunately passed away last year due to heart attack. So all these details have been confirmed by the Home Minister himself in Karnataka.
Stay with me, Anaga. I want to bring in Suryagni Roy as well. He's outside the hotel where the two men, Mussavir and Abdul, were finally nabbed today. Anirban is outside the hotel where they were staying under false identities. And the other hotel is where they were finally apprehended. Suryagni, take us through how they managed to hide. How long were they, first of all, in Kolkata? How long were they in West Bengal until they were finally nabbed?
Well, Shiv, right now I am in this tourist town called Digha, which is in East Midnapur, almost 4.5 hours from Kolkata. And this is that particular hotel, Ayush International, where these two suspects of the Rameshwaram blast had put up on the 10th. That is what sources have told us, and they were staying at the 3rd floor. That's what we have been informed as of yet. And they, in a joint operation by the Central IB, by the NIA, and the state police, precisely the East Midnapur police, the operation happened late last night. As per sources, what we have gathered is that these two, the duo, arrived at this particular hotel and in Digha on the 10th. They were there for one day, and then on the 11th, Shiv, that is when this entire incident, this entire operation was planned, and late last night, that is when this entire incident, a joint operation rather, had happened in this particular hotel. We are exclusively over here, and I'll just ask my camera person to show you around. The reason why I'm asking you to, giving you a tour of this place is, it's a tourist town. Hundreds of people flock in over here every month. You'll see multiple guest houses, you'll see hotels, and you'll see tourists in and around this place. So you can understand what kind of an area this is, and maybe they thought that this will be a very, very safe place for them to stay, and that is why maybe they stayed over here. However, last night in a joint operation, the operation happened in this particular premises itself, and they were arrested. Back to you, Shiv.
Okay, thanks very much, Suryagni, and to all of our reporters for joining us on this unfolding story. The terrorists have been produced in court right now, and we'll keep you updated on developments there. Well, politics, like I said at the top of the show, erupted almost instantaneously after the arrest of the two suspects in the Rameshwaram Cafe blast case. Huge showdown over the bomber and the mastermind's detention from Bengal. Obviously, the BJP has trained guns on the Mamata Banerjee government, accusing her of making Bengal a safe haven for terrorists, stating that offenders enjoy a safe place under the Mamata Sarkar. But Mamata has rained fire right back at the BJP for accusing her of shielding terrorists. She highlighted how the detentions were a joint operation by the state police and the central agencies, the NIA. The Saffron clan further went on to slam the Siddaramaiah government in Karnataka, firing NIA detains brothers of Congress in Rameshwaram blast case. Jibe, the BJP accused the Karnataka government of giving a free run to terrorists in the state ever since they came to power.
Bengaluru একটা বোমা পড়েছিল, লক্ষ্ণৌও কর্ণাটকের, আমাদের এখানকার নয়। 2 ঘন্টায় বাংলায় লুকিয়েছিল, 2 ঘন্টার মধ্যে আমরা ধরে দিয়েছি আমাদের পুলিশ। আর সেখানে বলছে বাংলা সেফ নয়, তোর দিল্লি সেফ, তোর উত্তরপ্রদেশ সেফ, তোর রাজস্থান সেফ, তোর গুজরাট সেফ, তোর বিহার সেফ। বাংলার মানুষ শান্তিতে থাকে, বিজেপি সহ্য হয় না। অত্যাচারী দল,
You see, the very fact that the hands of law have started moving, the culprits have been caught, that is something which will be encouraging to those who believe in democracy. India is a great country. Bengal is a famous part of that. Whether the criminal tries to hide anywhere in India, he will be arrested. That is a lesson which you have learned from this.
रामेश्वरम ब्लास्ट में जो शामिल लोग थे उनको सुरक्षा कवच कांग्रेस की कर्नाटका की सरकार ने देने का प्रयास किया, डिफेंड करने का प्रयास किया। इससे पहले भी जो ब्लास्ट हुए कर्नाटका में उनके भी अपराधियों के गुनाह को कम करके दिखाने का प्रयास डीके शिवकुमार और बाकी नेताओं ने किया। कभी कहते हैं कि ये मासूम लोग थे। तो आतंकवाद के प्रति ये जो नरम रुख अपनाने का काम इंडिया अलायंस करती है, ये वोट बैंक नीति को राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा नीति के ऊपर रखती है और इसीलिए आतंकियों को भी लगता होगा कि हमारे लिए सबसे सुरक्षित जगह वही है जहां इंडिया अलायंस की सरकारें हैं। आज इस पर जवाब देना चाहिए।
पश्चिम बंगाल पुलिस को खबर आते ही 2 घंटे में ये लोग जो छुपे हुए थे उनको उनके डेरा से निकाल के उनको अरेस्ट करवा दिया। एनआईए ने इस बात को लेके पश्चिम बंगाल की भूमिका को लेके, पुलिस की भूमिका को लेके प्रशंसा की। तो इसको अब भाजपा को घुमाना है। कहने की बात है कि पार्लियामेंट की सुरक्षा जो कॉम्प्रोमाइज थी, पार्लियामेंट में घुस गया आप, उसको लेके भाजपा कुछ बोल पाई? नहीं बोल पाई। और वो कहती कि बंगाल यहाँ सेफ हेवन है, यहाँ आश्रय दिया जाता है। तो ये सब जो है पूरी बात को घुमाने की कोशिश